so excited to be doing this with you. Probably
Come
long
on.
overdue. We had a game on Thursday. Football is back. Eagles are back.
We're
Let's talk
back,
some birds.
baby.
How we feeling?
Let's go, birds. Feeling very good. We got the W, which is important, but it was a tough game. We knew it was going to be a one.
A little sloppy. We don't play in the preseason. Starters came in. Offense looked pretty good before the
Spitgate,
lightning
which we'll
delay.
get to. Dear God.
We had Spitgate, so we lost two players in the first 5 seconds of the game with Van Sumeren going out as well, and then
Yeah.
Jalen Carter with the
Did we
Spitgate.
do we
So
have an
I feel
update on
bad.
him?
I feel really bad. I torn ACL, patella tendon. I think it was.
He's
So
probably never coming back
he
playing again.
he he he's done for the season at
I
least.
wonder how
So
much that affected actually how the offense played because he was going to
no
be a big
fullback.
role as a fullback. That's something that
Yeah.
we've been talking about all offseason.
Even Laurie said that Jeffrey Laurie said that
We're
we're
bringing the
we're
fullback
bringing
position
we're
back.
bringing the fullback back and when Van Sumeren was the lead blocker for Saquon last year for those handful of plays before he got hurt again, did he was he hurt last year too?
I don't remember.
Poor guy, him and Sidney Brown just who we'll talk about. Poor guys just can't stay on the field. Love them.
Sid.
Yeah,
Love
I
him.
know. We'll get
Flying
there.
around out
So
there
give me
like rocket fuel.
so do we need to talk about Spitgate real quick? Do we care? I
I think we
mean,
should touch on it. I mean, I don't
yeah.
look, look, the internet doesn't lie, right? Dak, you saw Dak's press, right? His press conference after.
Yes.
And he tried to say
Said
that,
he
like,
wasn't
I
egging him
spit
on.
1,000 times. Okay. All right. You spit 1,000 times. You spit and smirked at Jalen Carter.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Doesn't
looked
mean
up at
Jalen
him.
Carter should be spitting on
Definitely not.
him. And
Definitely
he's
not.
3 yards in front of the line of scrimmage too. Just talk your shit like Brandon Graham did behind. And you know what you saw Howie immediately after swiping for matches, swiping for
Oh, yeah.
matches. Who am I bringing in to be a leadership presence in the D line room?
And
Because we
I was
lost
actually
Josh
thinking about
Sweat,
that.
lost Brandon
Our vets are
Graham.
gone.
Milton Williams even was probably, had some veteran presence to him. He was a quiet
Yeah.
guy, just got to work. And so now Zadarius Smith comes in.
Sedarius.
He's coming in. Don't know much about him. I asked a Lions fan who's a friend of mine about him last year, said he still's got juice in the tank and he's a great guy in the locker room.
Yeah, I saw some
So
clips from
boom.
him and he looked like, I mean, he used to be a stud.
He's
What is
got
he
he's
like? He's
got
34 though.
he's turning 33 this month, I think.
Okay.
So hopefully this isn't
So
a
yeah,
Robert Quinn situation where,
but we
there's
don't
just
we
nothing
don't like
there.
need a, you're right. We need a locker room guy. We need
Yeah.
somebody that's going to be in there to kind of reel these boys in,
Interesting to
especially
not see Aziz dress. Sucks that Ty Robinson didn't dress because with Jalen Carter out, would have been nice to see him out there.
yeah,
Thomas Booker, we felt that a little bit in the D-line depth with,
yeah.
Jalen not
And
out there
I
too.
think Moro Jomo I'm very much looking forward to this year, but he played
Everyone
90% of
is.
the snaps.
You can't do
He's
that.
not
And
a
Jordan
90% of the
Davis
snaps
stepped
guy.
up too. And I've seen a
Could have gotten
couple
that
people
sack.
say he got to get that sack. Dak is a little pretty elusive though, so
30
like
fucking, how old is
got
Dak?
got got to get there. Is he 30?
Oh yeah.
Is he?
He's
Okay. I
Carson
don't
Wentz age. However old they were drafted the same year.
I think Carson's like 25.
Carson's de-aging, right?
Still in the league. He's been in the league for 20 years and he's
No,
28
I
years
think he's
old.
QB 25.
No,
Ooh.
no. In Chris Sims' top quarterbacks.
And he's got Chris Sims got Jalen.
Probably.
Doesn't even
Yeah.
have Jalen ranked.
45.
This guy.
All right, give
Shout
me
out to
some
Chris
other
Sims.
so Jalen Carter, let's put this to bed. The soundbite that we all needed to hear was
It was intense for me. I wanted to be out there with the guys so bad and just to support and help, even just standing on the sideline. But things went how it went. We just got to move on. I've made a promise to them boys; it won't happen again.
that's
Yeah.
all you need to take away from it.
And I
Jalen in
heard
his press
Jalen talk
conference
to him.
said it's for the whole team. It's a because
Yeah.
Nolan with the taunting just turn 90 degrees and flex,
And clearly, this is going to be a problem. I didn't realize that this is what the NFL has been talking about, but they kept talking about it during the game. They're like
Are they
hardcore
emphasizing
cracking
it?
down on
Yeah,
taunting
yeah.
and celebrations. And so,
Gotta
like,
protect the shield over
it's
everything.
it's uh it's go I think that's going to be a problem this year. I think
For
not
us,
just
we're
for
a little
us.
fiery.
I think the whole league is going to have a tough time adjusting because the no fun league strikes again.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
come on, man.
So kind of
He
soft,
Jalen Mills to the man. Like,
but like Sirianni says, within the rules.
yes,
Play
yes.
like a maniac, but
And
within
like
the
you said,
rules.
Nolan, if you go in and you do that
Just turn your body.
85 degree,
That was a big play.
huge play.
Great play by him. Finally
Yes.
got there, and Jalix Hunt has a lot. So that's also another good reason I think for getting this Za'Darius guy.
Yep.
Jalix has some growing to do. Uche was out there. I saw somebody say he played really well. Didn't record a sack, but they said
Yeah.
he was beating his man. Let me talk. I want to get into this guy, Byron Young,
Yes.
94.
Byron Young.
What a story, man. I don't know. Did you know that his dad passed in March?
No.
Went back. I read this article someone put out, and it was about him and Gabe Hall. So practice squad guys last year, both made the 53 this year because Thomas Booker getting traded to the Raiders for that DeCorian Bennett trade,
Yep.
and went home for a week for his dad and his family. Wanted to come back so bad to be with the guys because he had a job to do and is dedicating. I believe I heard that he's dedicating this season to his dad. And for him to come in there,
Punch that ball
get
out.
it punched about Miles Sanders. Thank you for
Always
giving
an
us one.
Eagle. Always.
You know,
Let's get a round of applause for
and on
Miles
that
Sanders.
point, the vibes are so bad in the Cowboys locker room. Those CD drops, like
Oof.
you could tell he was really like upset with himself about it, but that's the type of stuff that happens when everybody isn't like really clicking.
Well, I mean, they haven't had a proper locker room since,
Seems that way. 95,
I mean, 95, one
96.
of them thing. I haven't seen a Cowboy
So,
happy and Michael Parsons sleeping on the bench during practice.
right.
That's not the energy that you want to go into a season with. And I know obviously they traded him, but like, yeah, that locker room's tough. And there's the fear, there's
Jerry's
the,
Jerry. And God bless Jerry.
I
I
mean,
mean, he,
Jerry's
for
Jerry's
us
my
in our
second favorite
lives,
owner in the league.
exactly. Just
Love
like
Jerry.
their quarterback is always my second
I've
favorite
always loved,
quarterback
shout out Tony
because they
Romo.
give us the
Always loved
ball.
Tony Romo.
That's right. That's right. Love Tony Romo. And then Dak took over. He's been doing the same thing for
Well, Dak
years.
just misses games. Like
He hasn't been
he
able to
he
stay
hasn't been
healthy.
able to
But we
stay
don't
healthy.
care so much about the boys.
No,
We
of
care about our guys because we
course.
only got to take care. We only
Yeah.
got to take care of business. We're the only ones that can beat
Yeah, we got to stay right here.
us. It's ourselves. Stay right here. So, Byron Young, super happy for him. He probably
Yes.
didn't think that he was going to play a lot on Thursday and really stepped up to the plate and put in a good game.
Well, and you know what? Talk about the leading up to that play is chasing Miles Sanders down, Zach Baun.
Great
Zach Baun
call.
getting
He
him,
saved seven.
he saved seven right there. And
Yep.
like Miles Sanders, I remember him being pretty quick.
I saw Miles got up to 19 point something miles per hour and Zach got up to 20. So
Damn,
he really
he
did
was
chase him
running.
down.
And
Yeah.
he still
The
tried to get
double
that
punch
ball
out.
out. Yeah. He
We're
tried to get
sitting
that
there
ball out and
screaming
still
at the
tackled
TV
him, which
like
was so
we
great.
and Adoree, we'll talk about Adoree for sure, but
Oh boy, he's my first note. Adoree.
he went to go punch a ball out too. It's like, guys, let's tackle first. Like I
Yeah.
know we want to get the ball.
From
And if you
Turpin,
do
right?
get
I
it,
think I remember that.
and Adoree almost got that one too. So like if you do get it, that turns the whole thing around. But like just make sure that
Make sure you tackle.
he's gonna go down and he's
And he
not gonna
did.
get in
He
the
did
end
push him
zone.
out of bounds. So like that
Yeah.
was a good play. Can we talk
Zach
about
Baun,
Adoree since we're here?
loves that. Let's finish Zach Baun real quick because he just picked up right where we left off.
Stud. Oh
Flying
yeah.
all over the field.
He
Him and
had
Jihad Campbell are gonna be so fun to watch.
he had 9 tackles that game. Nine
Okay,
solos.
that nice. I figured he was up
And he
there.
had that PBU.
And he had a huge PBU, and so did
Huge in
Jihad
the end
Campbell,
zone.
which was very
Campbell
similar.
too.
Just getting their head in there as soon as the receiver's arms come up. I
Just be
mean,
in close.
really,
Just
really
be
good to
in
see that.
position.
Yep.
Uh
Saved a couple touchdowns, honestly,
yeah. But we
those
got to talk
guys.
about Adoree Jackson. I mean, this man, he got attacked. I think he gave up over 100 yards. I know that.
It's the thing we've all been worried about.
He made one good play. I'll give him that. He made one good play.
He did have a good play.
He
Yep,
had
yep.
one he had one
Stuck
pass
with the
breakup. That
receiver.
was
Yeah,
good. And he punched
yep,
the ball there. So he's definitely like a gunner for the ball, which I like.
yeah. I
Um,
really hope he gets better throughout the
yes.
year. Or
Or
you gotta
Bennett. I want to
give
see Bennett come
you.
in.
So Bennett did come in, got a couple snaps. First snap, pass interference on him.
Sick.
But he was playing tough. He was playing man,
Yeah.
tight man press coverage. And then I think there was a like 8-yard catch on him
Do
the
you know,
very
did
next play.
McWilliams get
So
any snaps?
didn't see old Mac out there.
Okay.
Would love to see it. Maybe he's a Cooper situation where it's like we wait, throw him out there when we feel he's ready,
Let's throw him
and
out
then
there
and
and
then
see
and
what
then he
happens.
plays. And poor Keely, man, that it just goes to
I
show with
mean,
him not
Keely,
getting any snaps
yeah,
that it might be over.
I mean, you know what? Special teams ace.
I
Special
hope
teams
so.
ace. Love
I
him
hope
on special
yeah,
teams.
yeah. And I hope, and Ben Van Zoomer was going to be that guy too. He
Yeah.
can get out there and hit.
Yeah.
So need
And I
a
mean,
couple more of
Keely's
those
around the
guys.
ball on special teams almost every single play. And so that is underrated.
True.
That is an
I agree.
underrated. He's not going to be the cornerback that we all want him to be, I don't think,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hate to give up hope on the guy already, but like
Yeah.
he's not even getting
Maybe
snaps.
some injuries happen this year and he has to step in and he'll have a chance in real, time to show what he can do. But he had the chance to be the guy this year in training camp and
I mean, AJ Brown talked
didn't
about
pull
him.
it
What? That
out.
was that 2 years ago or was it
2 years
last year?
ago, said
Two
look out for
years
this.
ago, he was like
AJ does
Keely
that
out
for
here.
somebody. I'm realizing every training camp, AJ shouts out somebody that ends up like not making the team or the practice
Who'd he
squad.
gas up this year?
Terrence Marshall, I think, the wide receiver.
Dang.
Yeah.
Terrence Marshall's making it real scary in here for everybody.
Yeah,
Terrence
and then
Marshall's cut. Darius
Darius Cooper
Cooper.
sneaks in,
I love Darius
Did
Cooper.
he get
I didn't see
special
him
team
get a snap.
snaps or anything?
Maybe he might have gotten some special teams. He definitely didn't get it on offense.
Because he could be a guy that flies down. And now that we're on special teams, let's returning punts, Jahan Dotson.
Yep.
I didn't know that that was a thing that like he could do. I know Britton Covey's on the practice squad. We might elevate him, but I like Jahan getting the ball in his hands and getting
Yeah.
to. I
I mean,
mean, he had a
Jahan
great
Dotson had
game
what, 50 some yards? Like
with
59, some of them.
when they're covering AJ and they're covering Devontae. Dallas is going to be open in the middle. Jalen, let's go ahead and talk about Jalen. How good did he look? So
Jalen,
comfortable, so
Jalen for president.
relaxed.
I mean, come
Yeah,
on. This man
yeah,
he's a winner. And he's always been a winner. And he's
always
not,
has
again,
been.
I just love that he doesn't care about anything other than getting the W. And it's
He
just
talked
so
about
clear.
in his press conference after about efficiencies, and I saw last year 69% completion rate was his highest of his career. I think he was like 82 or 83% with a throwaway and a couple of drops as
Couple drops.
the
Yeah.
incompletions. That is good. His decision making was so good.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to play hero ball. He ran when he was supposed to run and it was open. He found
Two
Dallas on
rushing
check
touchdowns.
downs. Two
Huge.
rushing touchdowns, big, and big pickups on third downs too.
Hit him
I
with
mean,
the
MJ's in attendance,
hit him
and
with
I
and he hit
remember
him with
his
that
first
MJ.
big year. I think Sirianni was like, "There's some parallels between Jalen and MJ," and
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And it's
Them is
like
big words.
they're pretty close.
It's the mentality, man. I mean, Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts, I'm a 33-year-old man and I look up to a 27-year-old man's mentality.
I think the older we get, now we're cheering for these young guys,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there is there's something to be learned, from these guys
Oh,
for sure. He's wise,
he's an old head at heart, obviously,
old
with the
soul.
music that he listens to. And
Yeah, Anita Baker.
yeah, I mean, and you can just tell the man is like poised. He's just been through so much. I mean, we all know the story. Like,
Even his answers to press conferences are like, he'll still throw a cold shoulder in there when it's a
yeah,
question that's like some of these guys, it's they have a job to do
pump
too.
it. Yeah,
But but then he does give thoughtful answers now
yeah.
where he's just so relaxed. He's playing the game. The game's slowing down for him. You can really tell.
Super Bowl MVP.
Um, so confident, So
He won that Super Bowl.
love our quarterback. Hope
That's my
Tanner comes
quarterback.
back.
It's my quarterback.
Can we? All right. Game one. A lot changed. We didn't have a fullback. Maybe that's a big deal. How are we feeling about Patua? My thing is we couldn't get the ball to our wide receivers. There was no motion.
Okay.
We didn't run motion at all.
It was a little simple.
hmm
Yeah.
Which is alarming. And Devontae Smith had 6 yards and or 12 yards, 3 catches.
Only on a couple. Those bubble
Yeah.
screens to Devontae when he's the smallest receiver out there just drive me crazy.
It's crazy.
Get that to
Boom.
AJ and let him break a tackle. you
Yes.
know?
Or just do a screen to Saquon.
Three is Araku off the edge. Oh! Barkley the one-hand catch. Barkley the stiff arm. Barkley the first down.
Killed
That
that
guy's on a
man.
highlight reel for the top 10.
Hmm.
Saquon got a top 10 game one. You know what? Here's
So,
what's going to
so what
happen
did you
because
think about KP?
I, I think it's game one. So I think there was probably some jitters. I think he played a safe game.
Okay.
Uh, but I think that also we don't know how teams are going to play us yet. And so he got to see a version of that. And clearly teams are going to be flooding the box. Like
Yep.
it was very apparent that Saquon Barkley is still the priority.
This is a rundown. They've got 8 guys in the box. They
And
stopped the
like,
run.
and
Pretty
so
easy to see.
we were clearly seeing runs up the middle weren't working. So I would like to see a little bit more. Maybe he had a game plan and then he wanted to stick to that.
That little I can't make that pitch, Petey, that we do out to Saquon. Love that. That
Love
was the
that.
one we did in versus the Commanders in the NFC Championship game last year that he took to the house. That's a cool play to get him outside quick.
Yes. And dump offs. I mean, I loved seeing Ship get out there and get some plays.
Yeah, what happened to him? Because that was the
He
first
got
drive
hurt.
that he got hurt.
Hmm.
Really? Is
Yeah,
it bad
he came
or
out in the second quarter. I don't know, but I think
okay.
he's okay.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Well, and we had Landon had an injury, so he was playing tough, I think.
I mean, he shouldn't have been out there already, getting surgery on his meniscus like 3 weeks ago,
Right.
But we got
So
tough guys.
everybody wants to be out there,
Yeah.
which you love.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, I
who
don't
who
know. I
else?
think
Who else did you focus on? Any other notes from the game?
I had a couple my players of the game. I had Jalen, of course, with 152 passing yards, 62 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. I
Hmm.
mean, and again, I was watching SVP interview him after, and
Yeah, I didn't see that.
they had a little kind of note, I guess, that said this was the first season opening game for Jalen where he had a perfect game. Like those, he had one throwaway and they had a few drops, but other than
Okay.
that, it was a flawless game by Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
And
Great
that
decision
is,
making. If he keeps on this trajectory with his decision making, the league's in trouble.
yep.
He's already so good,
Well, and he
you
was
know.
doing it great last year, and now he's just like you said, it seems like the game is kind of slowing down for him a bit. He's
Yeah.
watching the field. He understands that people are playing. They were playing a soft coverage, it looked like. So like they were in these little zones that, and we were trying to do these little dump offs. And then
Yeah.
so we went over the top that one time with Jahan, which was awesome.
And Hurts with time. Now tapped downfield. And it is brought in by Jahan Dotson. Taking it down to the 26-yard line.
Great catch.
Love to see it.
Great ball. I mean, a beauty.
The man can toss the rock.
Yeah.
And so I want to see more power. I want to see more power and fluidity. I want to see like less of this timid play calling that I think we saw on Thursday. But again, I'm not the critique is understood in the lens of this was this man's first game.
First game, we got to be playing our best ball a couple months from now, a few months from now,
Exactly. And it's like,
So
I mean, we go back to last year and the first 4 games were kind of just figuring it out.
yeah.
You're finding out who this team is and who can do what. And
How about
if
Sirianni 5-0 in opening weeks?
Sirianni,
You know,
absolute
Jalen
stud.
too. Yeah, Jalen too.
Yeah.
And huge for this. Obviously, always good to get a win over a division opponent who we think is going to be decent. Anything can happen throughout the course of the season. But with our schedule coming up with the Chiefs week 2, Rams week 3 in Tampa Bay, where it's going to be hot as hell. We always play bad down there. Todd Bowles
Tampa's
kind of
tough.
just had our number. Tampa's tough. Really, really good to get this win in week
Yes.
1.
Yes, 100%. I also loved seeing the defense run the tush push
Hilarious
when
as the
Q picked up that
yeah Q guy. So
Q got the fumble.
Cooper
Coop
hooked it
was snapping
to
it.
Q, right? Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
that was
That's
awesome.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was really fun to see. And also, I mean,
people just
hey,
hating it.
kudos where kudos are deserved. Dak saved the touchdown there. Q was free.
With Q running, yeah, he did. He really did.
Yeah, Quintanamo
Yep,
Bay was going in the end zone,
yep.
guaranteed.
And now that we're on Q, That guy has to make that catch at the end of the game.
Oh, buddy. Come
I thought he
on.
worked on his hands this
I know.
offseason. He
Isn't
said
that
he's
what we're
out
doing?
at 500 shots a day, right? Get on the jugs machine and just still hands made of brick. Just
Brick.
could it was like picture perfect. That ends the game. Then we're not even having to rely on CD to drop those. It's like just that's how you want to end it. But good to happen in week one during a win. Let's mentally get ready so that
Go
you
stand
make
and you
you
catch
make
500
four,
balls.
five, six of those this year and get yourself to the Pro Bowl where he should be because he's that much of a stud.
Hmm. Yeah, what was he? He was ranked top 50?
He was in the top 100. I don't know.
He was in the top 100.
Him and Cooper
Him
were
and Coop,
both
yeah,
in
Coop was in the
there.
60s, I think.
Yeah,
Which
love to
I
see
mean,
that
hey,
from
can we talk
rookies.
about what a beautiful thing? I know we're worried about the other cornerback, but like we have two young studs that are
We haven't
just
had
like,
that for a long time. We had guys working at Wawa coming in trying to play cornerback, and
yeah,
now we've got a
yeah.
couple
I
of
almost
guys
went out for a tryout.
on their rookie contract. Yeah, I'd throw you out there.
Hey, come on now.
You'd
Put me
stick
in,
your head
bro.
in there. You'd stick your
Ooh,
head in there and make a tackle.
I might catch that
If
ball,
you
Q. I'm
could
coming.
if you could no, I don't think you're making that play. You're not in position to make that play. Who else did I want to talk about? Q, good game overall. Had the penalty. That was a big one. He missed a tackle that I thought was interesting. Sirianni called him out on twice by name, saying Q missed a big tackle. But on the flip side of that the two rookies, Makuba and Jihad Campbell, were there to clean it up.
Clean
Like,
it up.
because that's Turbin carrying that ball. You miss a tackle, that guy could be gone. So with those guy rookies back there, I thought Makuba played a pretty good game. Interesting to see him out there as early as we did. I thought Sid was going to start and get the first
Hmm.
couple of series. Maybe he got hurt. He did. He was taking a knee. Poor Sydney was taking a knee at one point.
Oh, was he? I didn't know
Yeah, I
that.
don't know. I don't know what he tweaked or whatever, but the guy just plays with reckless abandon, as we all know, and like l love him to
Heat-seeking
death.
missile.
I think he can really lay some big hits this year for us, but I think Makuba's like a ball player.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
excited to
I,
see him
just good
develop.
instincts. He seemed to be around the ball a lot in the right position, and as a rookie, week one with Campbell, that's really awesome to see. I think good young defense. We got a lot of young guys, so to see their progression throughout the year is going to be really cool.
And how about, I know it was a penalty, but how about that hit Reed gave that dude?
22. Prescott going to try the middle, and it is a penalty as Ferguson got hit by
What are you
Blankenship.
supposed to do? If you don't get him, if you don't touch him up there, he
He
catches a
scores a
touchdown.
touchdown.
So how can you defend it? That's tough.
Fantastic question. I thought that
And
was a
and he
great
tried
play.
to like pull up too and didn't like really hit him square in the helmet. Like if he was just going with his head down, like if Sydney was was the tackler, that guy'd probably be in the hospital
He'd
right
probably
now.
be dead.
Yeah, and so Reed tried his best to pull up. What are you gonna do? Can't blame him
Great
on
play.
it.
Great play.
He was in position to make the play,
Hmm.
and saved a touchdown. So I think you'd rather take the penalty than, you know, see the field
Letting
goal
him
kicker
catch
come
that
out.
ball.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
My only other point is how are we feeling about our run defense? I know we didn't have Carter out there, so like obviously
What can you
that's
say? You don't like Javonte Williams like carrying the pile 3, 4 yards. Like let's go hop on that guy and get
yeah.
him down. But how are you going to say without Jalen Carter being out there? It's a
Yeah.
totally different team. You
Yeah.
have to double team him. They were able to go one on one pretty much across the line. And same with what you said about Kevin Patullo. We probably played a pretty vanilla game on defense as well. Like we didn't send a lot of guys before the lightning delay. He's going to have Jihad Campbell, Coop, and Zach Baun when Nakobe comes back, lining up in different areas. I think Zadarius Smith can line up inside, outside, kind of like how Brandon Graham did for us the last 2 years.
Hmm.
So I'm not worried about it. Sucks to see that the Cowboys are breaking off gains of 8, 9, 10 yards when we probably
And like
should have been
powering
at the
our
line of scrimmage.
dudes.
And I think Jordan Davis played a good game from what I'm hearing too. Didn't really stuff the run. I didn't see. Maybe he had a couple where he stood him up, but I'm not worried about it overall. I think we're going to be up in a lot of games, and so people are going to have to pass against us.
Mm.
So I'm more worried about our secondary leaving giant holes than I am about our run defense because they'll figure it out.
And again, to give credit where it's due, CeeDee Lamb, one of the best wide receivers in the league.
He's
And
great.
George
Thank you
Pickens
for
is a
dropping
good,
those.
he's a good wide receiver as well. So like
He really
the
is.
wide
Yeah.
receiver core over there at the Cowboys are
Wherever
solid.
number eight was lining up, that's where I'm throwing the ball. That was pretty clear.
They made that very apparent.
Uh-huh.
Poor
Yeah.
Adoree
So
Jackson.
somebody's got to step up there. He could play better, maybe, throughout the
He
year.
did you see he gave himself a C?
Yeah, didn't even want to talk about it. It like,
Hmm.
what are we
Okay.
doing? What are we doing here? Like that's
You're wrong.
what is he supposed to say? You know what? I'll give him credit on that. He did have a great pass breakup. That would have been a first down, came around the wide receiver. I think it might have been CD
Punched it up.
even and punched it out. That was a great play. So if he can string those together, if he has some more sure hands than Q and can get a pick or two, throughout the year, like we don't need another, like to have Slay, what a luxury that was with these two great, we're missing Slay.
We're
I miss
missing
Slay.
Slay.
I miss Slay.
Big play.
Yeah, I miss Big Play.
It's Slay.
Bad. I mean, just his humor,
He
his
had a couple
energy,
PBUs.
his positivity. Yeah, he had a great game.
Yeah, he
Couple
had a great
PBUs.
game.
He always plays great, but that was a luxury to have Q and have our third guy, and Coop obviously is great, to have our third guy be like, just play mediocre. It's not going to be a George Pickens or a T. Higgins as wide receiver two every week, but there are some real damn good receivers in our division. So, we gotta figure out how to give that guy some safety help, linebacker help. But Fick's been in the league 100 years. Like he's gonna figure out what to do there to get that guy a little bit of help.
You've been doing what you do a long time. I've been doing what I do longer.
First game. So
Yep.
we give the boys a break. It's gonna take a
Benefit of the
little
doubt.
while.
They're getting their feet underneath them. Let's see what else I got. Special teams.
Mhm.
We talked about Dotson returning punts. That's fine. Stay healthy. Get out of bounds. But Jake's back. 50
Thank
plus right
God.
down the middle.
What was that, a
We love
57 yarder?
we love
Mm,
Jake.
mm.
Had some trouble from distance last year, and then Brandon Mann after the Lightning, um, pinned him back on a couple punts in a row. I mean, absolutely huge for field position to give the defense a chance to get off the field quick. So I thought those guys played really well. Um,
And defense was stout after we came back from the Lightning.
both sides were,
Yeah. Both
so
sides' defenses were.
yes, exactly. Both sides, yeah,
Offenses really
Cowboys
couldn't get
and
anything going.
it
Now, a
was a
lot of
tale of
credit
two games.
is to CD dropping those two passes. CD had one in the bucket,
See, probably two that were real catchable, and then one that was like would have been a pretty miraculous play
the
if he
diving
did.
one,
But rule of thumb, if it hits your hands,
catch the ball.
you got to catch the ball.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we talked about Hunt and Jordan Davis. They did stop the run at the end
Hmm.
of the game, so they kind of started figuring out these guys are kind of new playing with each other that amount of times too. So the
Right.
communication, like kind of giving a look at each other, knowing what the offensive line is doing, film study. These first couple weeks, there's a lot of that
And I
playing
can
out.
only
So
imagine what's going through your mind when one of your best players, also a leader on the defensive line, is
your best
removed
player,
before a snap.
yeah.
Like that's gotta mess with your mental.
Probably, a little bit. It's like get over it. Like we got to go play a game in the moment, but
Of course. But you're like, but
it
also like the
changes the
familiarity.
Cowboys game plan because the best player isn't there that you have to double team and
Oh,
get
we
out of
can
the
run
way.
right up the middle all the time.
Let's go ahead and do that. And we didn't pull and our offense didn't pull away enough to have them not run the ball. But they're probably a better passing team than they are. We'll see how the season shakes out, but Cowboys are probably a better passing team than they are a running team. They got a
Said
couple new
that.
guys on the O-line, but yeah, great week one win. Get the win. Always
Got the
get the
win.
win, no matter how it happens. Jalen looked poised. Last year at the beginning of the season, where it's like this preseason, couple of weeks. Jalen was starting the game like 1 for 5, we didn't score in the first quarter until like week 13 of the season or something
Mhm.
crazy like that.
Yeah,
Like
true,
to
true, true.
see the offense humming and like, everyone kind of on the same page.
Three
Beautiful.
first three drives, three touchdowns, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. And we didn't stop them either, but we'll get that figured out. Um, and move on. So I thought overall, very good week
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. We got into it. We got into it. We knocked the dust off. Now we go play the Chiefs.
A couple things to correct. Good to correct things on a win, like they always say.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
they and
Catch that ball, kid.
knowing our boys, they will do that. So, anything else that you had from this one?
Only other thing, we gotta tighten up the penalties. And I know again
Oh
that's
my
a week
God,
one
yeah.
thing, but Jesus, boys. Like
Yeah, yeah.
we can't be giving them
With
15 yards
a
here,
key
15
pillar
yards
of
there.
your teaching is fundamentals. You can't we can't have this.
Can't come out the gates with all these penalties.
I don't know how much Marcus Epps has played special teams in his career, but he had a false start. Like what are we doing?
False start on
Stay
special teams?
just stay.
Just don't.
Like, yeah, you don't need to get a huge, get off
Yeah.
off the snap for that. So
Yeah.
and Makuba, hey, and Epps too, I like that pickup. A little depth.
Yeah.
He knows the area, he's there in 22 season going to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah, I don't
hope
expect
he does.
much out of him.
Yeah, just like, other backups hope they don't really have to see the field, but if he can be really good on special teams and then fill in for an injury, a week or two here and there, then I did like the depth there over the other options that we had at the safety position. So but
Yeah.
yeah, yep, good week one.
And remember, no matter what, we win or lose, stay right here.
Stay right here.
We'll see
Later,
you guys
bro.
next week.